The Bunyip hole at Mulgildie in the upper North Burnett is unsettling. It's a still pool blanketed with green slime, silent except for the occasional buzz of birds and flies. Known to bubble and gurgle, some Aboriginal elders believe the hole is connected to a network of underground waterways. Joan Farrell is president of the local Bunyip committee.
I came here in 1975 and all of a sudden I kept hearing about the Bunyip at the Bunyip hole. Now you don't go out there because, especially on dark, and don't swim in it because you can get dragged down and never to be seen again. The Aboriginals would not camp there, and some of the older cattle people, or people around here, said that they saw cattle disappear. So whether that's true or not. But I do have one councillor who has been out there who doesn't like to tell everybody, and he was there inspecting the new bridge around about 6 o'clock one afternoon, and he heard this gurgling noise and funny noise while he was looking at the bridge, so he ran over to have a look, and here's the water is bubbling up and these weird noises coming off it, but he doesn't like to tell anybody because they think he's crazy.
I did go out there before and just stood there, and I was alone, and you did get that eerie sense. So it certainly has some power there.
Yes, it does. And there are other bunyips in Australia, but we're the only ones that have a bunyip hole to go with our bunyip.
What is it about the bunyip that really attracts people?
Well, I can only tell my story. When I came here with my young family in 1975, I heard about this story in the bunyip, and I've been fascinated. How many years of government in Queensland? It was our 80th year in CWA, and money became available. So we, the CWA, decided we would do it, So, because I've been fascinated, I've had this thing with the bunyip all the time that I would like to see it become like it is.
On the side of the highway stands a tall statue of the famed Bunyip. He looks like a cross between a crocodile and a small dinosaur, and he's the creation of Brett Beneke.
I'm just going to fresh it up a bit. It's gone a little bit rusty, so we put a bit of penetrol on and give it a paint job, yep. I was commissioned by the CWA about 3 years ago, and I'm not a regular artist, just a backyard person,
It's very. How did you do it?
We began with a bit of a design, and then nobody knew what a bunyip looked out like. So we made something up, and the ladies went over it. So we all agreed on something, and we went from there. And then I had a friend who had liked doing a bit of forge work, so I got him involved, and we sort of went from there. We sort of just made it as we went, more or less. But I did have a design, so it turned out nearly perfect to design. And
what's it made out of?
It's 6mm plate mild steel, put through a forge and bent to shape and then welded internally, and it's got an internal skeleton that goes down through the concrete.
And how long did he take you to build?
It took us a while, about 18 months, I suppose.
Just describe him. What's he holding in his arms?
Well, the legend is that he lived in the Bunyip hole, and he'd come out and take cattle, so he's got a cow's skull in one arm, and the other one's a lungfish, which I thought he'd probably be eating lungfish.